Hey, what's up, guys? Today I will show you one of the coolest bots I have ever created. So, if you know Uztelecom company, it's one of the biggest mobile communication company in the Uzbekistan. It has under the Uztelecom there is two many big companies, which is Uzonline and Uzmobile. So Uzonline is internet providing company, one of the biggest and I guess the strongest internet providing company in Uzbekistan. Besides from that, they have Uzmobile, which is one of the coolest and cheapest mobile communication company, which gives you a lot of megabytes with just the cost of free. I mean, it has a lot of great tariffs in it, and I think Uzmobile is pretty much better than other telecommunication companies. And so Uztelecom is the biggest company, biggest IT company in Uzbekistan, and I would say this company has this Uztelecom bot, and I tried to replicate this bot with the help of Python and Aiogram wrapper. So let's go ahead and see what this bot has inside of this, and what kind of features I can replicate and what kind of I can't, and what kind of bugs this bot has and how I can fix that bugs. Alright, first of all, let's go ahead and see some static content it has. It has some packages content, internet packages, monthly, daily, tasks, internet non-stop, and you can go back and forth with menus, package of minutes, package of SMS, and you can go back to the menu mine. And you have something called полезное, which is useful. Here we go, we have a lot of stuff right here. We have, it's just a bunch of text, bunch of data, static data I guess they provided right here, and here, and here, and here, and here, and again here. Here you can see that they have inline keyboard. For if you press this keyboard, it will give you the link which you have to go and see what they have in the website. So this information actually in the website, and they just assign it an inline key to inline link, inline key for the link of this website. Alright, this is also the same thing. This is inline keyboard with a link embedded in it. And if you go to USSD commands, there is a bunch of information about tariffs, how you can change your tariffs. I think this is pretty much good information in it, and how you can get SMS packages, how you can get minute packages, and there is a GSM internet menu which includes in it monthly internet, daily internet, and internet non-stop. But suddenly here is a back. When you press the back button, you will not get back. So here I identified the first bag, and I will not have this kind of bag in my replicated bot. I decided to do not have this kind of bags. And let's say let's copy this text. Let's copy this text. This text is a kind of button. When you press this button, you will send this word, and according to this word, they will give this kind of information, right? When you go back to the menu mine, if you press this button from nowhere, it will give the same information when you were inside of that bot. I mean, inside of this menu, right? So as you see, there is no kind of state, so they have to make unique buttons for their self. I mean, if they have something like internet package, they cannot have this kind of button in anywhere else of this project. So they have the unique kind of handler for every kind of stuff in it, right? I decided not to have this kind of baggy, I wouldn't say buggy feature, but it's not kind of a user-friendly feature. You might have something similar buttons, but you must also have different status that would provide you desired outcome, not the messy outcome. All right, I would prefer to use FSM state context for this. Aiogram has implemented very great thing for this, so you can go back and forth from the status. So if I consider this menu mine as a bigger, I mean the one state, I would create another state for the package. Inside of package, I would create another state for the internet, so etc. All right. So I will have greater user experience if I include this kind of stuff in my bot. So let's go ahead and see this tariffs stuff. Here is we have provided for mobile tariff and internet tariff. So let's go ahead and see. They actually have two kind of mobile tariffs. So they have GSM SIM cards and they have CDMA SIM cards. So if you say GSM, you will just see the static information which comes from this website. I don't know how they implemented it, but I just did it statically. But if you have watched my video lectures, I mean video tutorials about web scraping, I guess I would love to make this stuff with web scraping, just scraping the needed information from the website and giving it to the users. So let's see CDMA tariffs. They have again that static things coming from the bot. Let's see. I guess no. Let's see internet tariffs. They have unlim, run, active, start, this kind of tariffs in it. Alright. This is everything about static information. Now let's go ahead and see what kind of features this bot has. You can change the language. Here it is. According to the language, they will send you the proper information in that language. That's pretty much cool. So if you have two languages in a Russian and Uzbek speaking country, so it would be very user experience will be very good. So in order to manage your how to say services, you have to add your services right here. So there is an inline button. If you press internet, it will ask your login for your internet. I mean your ID verification of your internet, and then you have to provide your password. So here also they have for mobile. So if you have a SIM card of Uzmobile, you can give your number. You can give your number and you will get SMS verification. You will get SMS verification. I'm still waiting. Oh, I got it. I think that's right. All right. So they linked your profile to their database. So now the menu is changed, right? They added this services and balance. You can check your balance, what kind of tariff you have, what balance you have, and minutes, megabytes, SMS packages, what you have. So similarly, you can go to you can go here and pressing this button, you can get rid of this service. Yep, we don't have this service anymore, I guess. Here we are, we get rid of this service, and let's go ahead and again put this. Here we are. Let me see. Oops, I'm waiting. Actually, I think they did it. They're getting these services from another. Service. Bot is getting this through API, and I guess when you call the balance button in the menu mine, here we have a code. From the menu mine, they will fetch to the API of that service and give that information to you. This one, I'm talking about this one. When you put this, they're getting that from that service. So they don't have the information itself. I don't think they could go directly to their database and take this information from this. I think they provided some kind of API so they can go and take this information. And here I identified some kind of bug. When you change your language, you suddenly get rid of any kind of information right here. And when you stop the bot and restart it, you have to again go through this stuff. You have to again add your service. So I mean by the UX, I mean user-friendly experience is very low in this Telegram bot. I wouldn't say this is a bad bot for users to use it. No, it's not bad, but they have to care about their users and make them provide them more comfort for using this bot. And let's go ahead and see my bot. First of all, I have to run this bot. Here we are. I replicated almost the same things, but I don't have the access for their API, for their services, so I didn't do that stuff with services. I could have do this if they provided me with their API for their services, and they could have used my bot instead of that buggy bot. I'm not insulting the company, I'm just concerning that they could have made this bot better, because this company is one of the biggest IT company in Uzbekistan and they have a lot of budget, so they could have they could have cared a lot about their users, as Apple do. So they have, for example, Apple has a market share with, I guess, $2 billion, right? So if you care a lot about your users, your market share will be very good. So I would very strongly suggest them to care a lot, to take into consideration user experience. Alright, here we are. We have Russian. I have chosen Russian language, and here are our static things. I have the same things they have. Here we are, here we are, here we are, here we go, here we go, and the buttons works rightly. And also, if you go ahead and see here, I have created this bot 1 month ago, so they didn't have that time they didn't have that these two static things in their bot, so there is nothing like that in my bot. So alright, you can see I do have that inline buttons that they have, and the same thing here, the same thing here. Also I have this one, the same tariffs, SMS, minutes, and besides from their bot, I can go to this menu and I can go back. Why? Because I'm using FSM state context. Every menu I am changing the state. If I go to that GSM internet menu, I'm changing that to GSM internet menu. If I want to go back, first I'm checking in which state I am and going back to the exactly needed state. Alright, when I press the menu mine button, I am reassigning the state, so the state can be assigned from the beginning. So in tariffs I have everything they want, that static, bulky, useful information they have, and everything works correctly, I guess. Oops, I did it again. Here we are. I just replicated what they have. I just took it and considered it as a static data. Alright, here we are. We have everything right here. And if you go ahead and change your language, I'm currently using Russian. Now I will go ahead and change it to Uzbek. So every content is changed now to Uzbek. That's pretty much cool. But as I showed you, when they stopped the bot and restarted, they have to start this again from the beginning. When I press the stop button and when I restarted, I will do that from where I am. For example, if you change the language, if it's in Russian, if you stop the bot and restart it, it will be in Russian. So everything is okay, everything is good. So let me see. I also made this stuff, but I made this inline keyboard button. But what I wanted to do is to get their API. If I could have the access to their API, I could have made the same replica of this bot. I could have made these services, but they didn't provide me with their APIs, so I could create bigger and greater bot for them. Also, they might have admin for this bot. I haven't created the admin service yet, but I will. So what admin can do? So as I told you before, I want to grab that static data from their website, which they have provided right here, this one. So when admin tells you and provides you the link, so admin can modify that static data through the bot. So I think maybe I have to pick admin and admin ID. Besides that, I can just create for login option for admin ID. For example, if admin ID belongs to one user and maybe somebody is watching his Telegram and maybe they can change their content, right? So to be in the safe side, every time when admin wants to change something, they have to provide some kind of password. I would make like this, and also they can change that static data just clicking the one button. They will not have to provide this, they don't have to write this on their own. They can just press one button and the bot will go to the website and scrap the needed information and fix it with right stickers, and make the pretty look like this and save it in a database. So when user asks that information, when user presses that button, they will just ask from the database and give it to the users. Alright, so this is pretty much about my replica bot of Uztelecom. So in the next video I will show you how I implemented this bot, how actually things going behind of the Telegram bot, what is going on. Alright, thank you for your attention.